In 56, we're asked to arrange the following numbers from smallest to largest. These are all fractions, and there's several ways to go about this problem. I could convert each one of these to a common denominator and then compare the numerators, but now that we're at the end of the course and we know decimals, the fastest way to work this problem is to change each of these fractions to decimals. So I'm going to write 3/5 as 0.6, 3 divided by 5. 10 over 20 is 0.5. 5 divided by 8 is 0.625. And 85 divided by 100 is 0.85. So that's my first step. Then my second step is going to be to write each of these decimals with the same number of decimal places so that I can directly compare the decimal values. The 0.625 has 3 decimals, so I'm going to write each one in 3 decimals. So I'm going to add 2 zeros to each of those. There's 0.625 and 0.850. So arranging these numbers in order from smallest is 0.500. Then I have 0.600, then 0.625, then 0.850. If I take these numbers back to their fraction representations, 0.500, that was 1/2, which was 10 over 20. 0.600 was 3 over 5. 0.625, that was 5 over 8. And 0.850, that was 85 over 100. So here is the correct order from smallest to largest for the fractions that we started with. I can do the same kind of approach for this problem down here. So the first thing I want to do is to take each decimal and write it to the same number of decimals as the decimal that has the most. So I have one decimal here that has 4 decimal places. So I'm going to write over here, and I'll go ahead and put the leading zeros. We could have done that up here, but you don't have to, but it can sometimes help keep things straight. So I'm going to write 0.0730, and then 0. And we're going to do 7 and then 3 zeros, and then 0.0700, and then 0.0720, and then 0.0731. So what I'm able to do now is to compare these numbers and see which one is the largest. Well, this one is the largest, and the smallest one is this one right here. So we're going to start with 0.0700, and then the next smallest is 0.0720, then 0.0730, then 0.0731, then 0.7000. Now I need to take these and put them back into the original form. So this one was 0. Let's write it this way, 0.07. I'm sorry. No, that's correct. That's that one right there. And then 0.072, then 0.073, then 0.0731, and last but not least, 0.7. So a lot of these look very similar. If you use this process of writing the same number of digits after the decimal point, then you can directly compare the numbers and line them up more easily from smallest to largest. Last problem here, 58. Compute 17% of 455. That's going to be 0.17 times 455. And if we do that on our calculator, we get 77.35.